Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, ministers of government, special delegates, friends, diplomats, ambassadors, thank you very much for making time to come to this very important summit here this morning. And welcome to the inaugural Global Biodiversity Summit 2025, hosted in the heart of South America's lush rainforest, our Guyana. We gather at a moment of unprecedented urgency. Across the globe, biodiversity is vanishing at an alarming rate. 1 million species face extinction, ecosystems are collapsing, and nature's delicate balance now is at risk. Balance which we depend for food, water, climate stability, and health. This is now under relentless strain. Yet, amidst the crisis, there is hope. And that hope lies in collaboration, innovation, and leadership. This is why the Global Biodiversity Alliance was launched. To bring together nations, indigenous communities, scientists, financial institutions, and the private sector around a bold, action-driven vision. This alliance is different. It is not just another conference. It is a platform for implementation. Implementation that we're hoping to take to the upcoming meeting of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change at its COP30 proceedings coming up in Brazil in a couple of months. We are fortunate to be able to have in attendance during this week's summit the attendance of the President of the COP30 Secretariat, who will be with us tomorrow. And we're hoping, and it is the intention as the outcome document of this summit, to be an input in the proceedings of the COP30 discussions. The summit's core purpose, therefore, is to chart a new path to tangible change. One that takes place central to the biodiversity agenda and central to the climate agenda. This summit will serve as the coming together of the 3 Rio Conventions, the Convention on Climate Change, the Convention on Biodiversity, and the Convention on Desertification, bringing together those conversations as we speak about biodiversity monitoring, biodiversity conservation, and perhaps most importantly, biodiversity financing. The session over the next 2 days will have a combination of plenary sessions and keynote speakers, where we will hear from scientists, we will hear from the private sector, we will hear from research organizations, and we will hear from governments as to what the nature of the crisis is. And a lot of that will be done over the course of today. Tomorrow is the determining of those actions and solutions to address the crisis. We are also fortunate to have, within our presence here today, leaders from the non-governmental environmental organizations, leaders like Dr. Sanjayan, the head of Conservation International, who has led so much important work, and we'll be hearing about some of that work over the course of today as well as tomorrow. The agenda for the 3rd day will give you a taste of Guyana as we go into the fields to get a sense as to the rich biodiversity that our discussions are hoping to elevate and to advance and to take forward. But before I get to that, I would like to share with you a short video presentation that is entitled Biodiversity at the Crossroads, From Crisis to Action. This video serves as a powerful narrative on the urgent state of global biodiversity and the decisive actions needed to secure our planet's future. This video was produced by Conservation International with inputs from the government of Guyana, and it will set the stage and provide a compelling audiovisual journey that blends science, emotion, and be a rallying call for what needs to be done, painting the nature of the crisis. From the astonishing richness of life on Earth to the mounting threats facing ecosystems, it delivers a clear-eyed view of the biodiversity crisis. Grounded in data, yet infused with hope, the script invites viewers to understand the stakes and the solutions to reversing biodiversity loss, and in instances like Guyana, to protect what we have so we do not lose it at all. This video will serve both as a warning and an invitation that the time to act is now, and we all have a role in reweaving the fabric of life on Earth. We'll hear from someone who will reflect on the crisis, but more importantly, to set out a path that navigates solutions moving forward, and the actions that innovate around science, policy, and political leadership. It is now my distinct honor to introduce our featured speaker and the summit host, His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, President of Guyana, a champion of climate justice, sustainable development, and regional cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency.
Thank you very much, please, very kindly. Thank you.